that's what customers are looking for. So we got two different types of customers buying this Highlander. All right, I don't know how much Kim talked about, but there's a 30 to 49-year-old. Those are people with kids, 5-year-old, 12-year-old kids, that type of range. They're coming in, they're looking for some luxury, some upgraded stuff, but they're also looking for family-friendly features. So we're gonna hit on that a little bit more in functionality. But then you got a 50 to 69-year-old buyer where Toyota kills it. All right, that's where we own the market share. We bring all these 50 to 69-year-olds in. They're the ones that have grandkids, older kids. They're looking for that luxury, that upgraded, that sophisticated. So I want to point out at least, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 features that you guys can talk about. Y'all are comfortable talking about the new Highlander, all right? So right here we got current generation Highlander at top, new generation on the bottom. What pops at you guys?
Grill.
The grill in there.
Yeah, you're seeing that in a lot more Toyota
LEDs.
products. Let's just start with the grill, right? You're seeing it in the Corolla. You're seeing it, that shark mouth grill, that bigger grill. You're seeing it. LEDs, you pointed out right here. Those come standard on the Limited, okay? Anytime you see those, you know it's a Limited right off the bat. What else? Anything else pop at you guys?
Mirrors.
Mirrors, yeah. You got
They
color
have lights
key.
in the mirrors.
Exactly, got those turn signals integrated in there. Good.
Change the roof rack system.
Yeah.
Roof rack looks a little bit different. It's done for aerodynamic reasons. You'll see it much more tighter in.
Just out of curiosity, just asking me, and then I said that.
Yeah.
I know that it has the little clip mounts because I don't kind of play with it at work.
Yeah.
Like you have to buy the cross members or whatever?
Exactly. So right now, we're not currently bringing any vehicles in with it. You guys are going to have to purchase it DIO, so the dealer installs it. It's a dealer installed option. So what you see right now is what you're going to get on a Limited. But like the young man just said, we got these little squares in right up here. All right, and that's where the roof rails would go in the top, and the crossbars would go across that. All right, so that's pretty good on the front. How about this quarter angle? What do you guys see different on the quarter angle?
Wheels.
Wheels, chrome trim.
Body side angles, lines.
The line.
I mean, just look down the side of the vehicle. When you look at a Pilot, boom, it's just flat, square. Look, you got some curves, you got some angles in there. That's really what they're going for. How about the...
It looks like the back glass window is wider too.
Good. How about look at it on the side view now?
Oh, yeah. Tail lights.
So what pops to me is check out this chrome accent around here versus that. And then boom, check out this back window. Look at those two things. It's 9-day, isn't it?
Spoiler.
Exactly, you got the spoiler.
The back angle.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So when you're starting to see all this, we're looking at, give me some of the words, sleek, strong, bold, chiseled. I mean, that's what we really want you guys to start to incorporate. Because if you guys believe, if you guys are talking about it, it's going to just ride right to the customers. So I mean, when you look at these things a little bit different. I mean, just looking at this back window to me just blows me away with that chrome accent right there. Much more sleeker. And in the rear, I've heard all kinds of things say, what pops at you guys on this rear?
It's that rear spoiler sticking out a little bit more.
That's right. Look, I mean, you got the spoiler right there. You can look at it.
Shark fin instead of the low profile.
Yep.
It looks a lot more sportier.
Till it's a better wraparound.
Is there a purpose for not using the low profile antenna versus the shark fin? Styling.
It's just styling. But a lot more upscale. You're starting to see a little bit more of a high-end vehicle appearance. All right, it's just trying to get that appearance with all the lines and everything. So let's go to the front.
I think generally the shark's fin on it is on an XM radio.
That's an XM radio.
Yeah, if you take a look at what's on the lot versus,
we're going to get you into functionality.
like on its Camry specifically, anything with an XM has a shark fin, anything without an XM is
All
flat.
right, so come on, guys. We're going to come on here to the front.
Well, that's my guess anyway.
I always thought it was the same either way.
All right, so talking about these lights, what kind of lights do we get this year?
LED.
LED? I like it with confidence. It's wrong, but I like it. There's still halogen
Halogens.
lights. All right, halogen lights right
LED
here.
daytime
The
running
only LEDs
lights.
we got are these daytime running lights, exactly, which are standard on the Limited. But halogen, low beams. All right, you got your high beams over here. No big deal. But the good news on the halogen is take less energy. They don't overheat. Don't get a lot more durable. So good stuff on this. Grill, we all talked about everything. Let's talk about aerodynamics a little bit. What's this thing right here, Dan?
Vortex generator.
Vortex. Tell me what vortex is. Generator.
The vortex generator tucks air along the sides of the vehicle to give it a more steady ride.
That's exactly it. All it does, guys, you've got a wind tunnel. Wind flows out about 3 feet from the vehicle. This vortex generator here, and back here on the back light, you got 2 on each side, create vortex. Vortex are just circular motion. Keeps the wind closer to the vehicle. So when
Helps
you drive,
reduce wind noise too.
Exactly, helps reduce wind noise too. So when you're driving down there and you've got an 18-wheeler next to you, back of the vehicle will sometimes do this. Vortex generator keeps the wind closer and keeps it straight line stable on there. All right, some other things. These things right here are called spats. Okay? They go in right there, they cut in a little bit. What they're there for is to reduce the wind that gets up in here, which is to coefficient of drag. We've all heard about that, slowing down the vehicle. That's the whole purpose, is to reduce that coefficient of drag, reduce that wind getting up here and slowing down the vehicle, increasing MPG. Got 4 spats on each tire going through. Underneath the vehicle, a lot of times they leave it open. Now you've got underbody covering. So there's covering on everything, which also aerodynamics, makes the vehicle flow better, doesn't allow air to get up underneath there, slow the vehicle down. All right? Everything from the roof rails all the way through looking a little bit different, a little more aerodynamic. What's this windshield called?
Acoustic windshield.
Acoustic windshield. Tell me about that.
It's actually a couple of millimeters thicker than it is normally to add cut down on the road noise and any kind of outside noise to help reduce the fatigue on the inside for the driver.
Exactly. It's actually 2 pieces of glass put together with a piece of film in the middle. All right, so that's our windshield. All right, it's to reduce NVH, noise, vibration, harshness. I'll talk to you more about that in some of the other classes, but it's to reduce that noise and vibration harshness that gets inside the cabin, make it more of a quieter, easier ride. Okay, so that's actually 2 pieces of glass with a little piece of film in the middle. What else we got? We got some dimples right here, guys. This is to reduce airflow, to slow down the vehicle. All these little things, all these aerodynamic things put together to increase MPG. So when you guys find out, might be a question later on, the vehicle weighs 400 pounds more than what it did previous generation. All right, keep better gas mileage. How do we do that? Everything we just talked about. All right, let's see what else we got for you guys. Let's come on and do the back. Actually, let's do the wheel. What do y'all think of the wheel?
Improvement. Everybody has their opinion.
From a female, what do you think of it?
I think they look better.
Okay, so these are chrome tech wheels. All right, so you guys are used to seeing a lot of alloy wheels, a little bit more dull. Chrome gets that shinier, pops a little bit more. But here's what I want you to do is, everybody come touch these. Because your customers are going to do it. Tell them what you think. Feel it. Plastic.
Sounds like plastic.
It's hollow.
Sounds like a cover. Sounds
Yeah.
like plastic. Right? A little bit different from what you normally see with the others. So here's the deal. Chrome. What are some of the advantages to chrome? Not much. It's really its looks, right?
Yeah.
Right? What are the disadvantages of chrome?
Pitting, chipping,
Say it.
cost.
Harder to clean.
Pitting, chipping, cost. I mean, just everything as far as the maintenance and keeping them clean and shiny because of brake dust.
Exactly. So guys, the purpose of Chrome Tech, what we have, is for appearance. You get that appearance, but you don't have any of those negatives. Okay? It's not going to pit, it's not going to chip. Any of those negatives do not apply with this. So that's kind of the advantage. Again, it's just appearance. It's just a shinier looking wheel. All right, on the LE, LE Plus, and the XLE, those 3 grades, you're going to get an 18-inch alloy wheel standard. 18-inch on our bottom line standard alloy wheel. All right? But when you come here, the limited, you get a 19-inch Chrome Tech. Again, it's just for appearance, but you don't have the negatives of the chrome. Okay?
Can you
Just
replace
curious
those?
on still why they went with a 19-inch. That is a hard tire to buy.
It is. It is.
I just that's the only thing that blew my mind. Why would you go with it? But I mean, everybody's different.
I think they really wanted to make the limited a little bit different. Why it wasn't a 20-inch, I don't have the exact answer.
I mean, I know everybody runs 20s, but it's just a simple fact that 20 is more popular tire. I mean, it's kind of like nowadays trying to go to a 14 like we used to run on Corollas. It's a hard tire to find. I was just
It's just like 16s in my truck. But
So your answer.
my
These things don't come off, guys. These are not hubcaps. Okay? There's no covers. They don't come off. This thing is applied directly. All this area right around here, it's applied directly to an alloy wheel behind there. All right? So you damage this, you do something to this, you want to replace it, you got to replace the whole wheel. Now I'm sure eventually there'll be somebody that comes by the dealership that can repair them pretty quickly.
that's what I wanted to know.
But right now you got to replace that whole wheel. All right, let's come on up. Let's talk about that into the side mirrors. Everybody knows about our breakaway side mirrors, front and back. Don't be afraid to mess with them. They will break away. Talked about the turn signal being standard on there. But puddle lamp on here, what's a puddle lamp?
That's when you approach the vehicle, the light should illuminate.
Kind of
If you have a
premium
smart
feature, right? Get a little light, pops up when you walk up there with your little key fob.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, that's a $20 right there. That's a $20. You guys are going to go through a whole safety class. They're going to talk to you about blind spot monitoring. The little symbol in there, you got 2 vehicles, and you got the rear cross traffic. What vehicles that come on? Absolutely. Now, what kind of grades that come on the Highlander?
Limited.
Limited.
Excellent.
Standard on the limited. Okay, standard on the limited. All right. So he's going to go through all the driver technology package too, which is an upgrade. You got to get the platinum package or it's an option. All right, let's come on to the back. Who's comfortable talking about the power limiter? Come on in and demo it for us.
You can press it one touch. Keep going. Lifts. You can adjust it. Go like garages. Press and hold it. And then if you close it and you accidentally leave your arm in it, it won't shut all the way. It'll actually go back up.
Come on, I like the confidence. That's $2 right there, man. That's perfect. So exactly what he says. I want him to have the confidence, put his hand in there. It's not going to hurt. That's the whole point to it. It's about that safety.
Shit on that.
Man says no way he's doing it.
They come.
All right, so it goes back to the spot. Now I want to reset it. How do I reset it?
Put your arm in there and knock that down.
Show us again. How do I reset it? Back to factory set. All right, so to get it back to factory settings, I don't know how you did it, but you just did something. But all I got to do is hold it down. You can hear it beep 4 times. Keep it held down. About 4 seconds later, you can hear a beep beep. Now it's back to factory settings. It always
Okay. I was just push it up where I need it to be and then just press and hold it.
So you press and hold it at 4. Once you hear the first 4 beeps, that's where it's going to lock in wherever you're at. So that's what you need. Push it up and then press it and hold it and lock back in. All you got to do though is just hold it down until you hear the 4 beeps. Wait about 4 more seconds and you hear those 2 beeps. It'll always go back to the
I don't know about those.
all right. There it is. All right. Also, you can set these settings on the Intune, the audio unit in front. You'll have a little app in there that you're able to go in there and set the settings. It gives you 5 different settings at different heights to set how high you want it to be. All right. So I put it down all the way. Also, look right underneath here. We just been touching this about that big, but to the right of that, you got a little button right there.
You lock with that one.
Exactly. You lock the doors. You got to have the key fob close up to you to be able to lock the doors, but you can do that there. How about this button right here?
Releases the window hatch.
Opens up the window right here. Got groceries. I can put groceries in. I don't have to open up. Don't have to worry about them falling out. Got kids. I can throw my kids in the back. All that good stuff in there.
Throw your dog in the back.
Throw your dog in the back. Press that. It's not going to pop up because this is up.
See.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So this won't be a vehicle for somebody like me with 4 kids.
Why not?
Because I have a pack of plays. I got twins. Both of them in pack of plays. I put pack of plays. If we go out of town, we don't have to have suitcases and all that type of stuff. So this won't be nothing for nobody with a big.
You plan on doing a lot of road trips, I'd probably recommend the Scion absolutely for you.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me
You know
like
what
that.
though? You're forgetting there's some extra space. There's some stuff underneath it.
And you got the 60-40 split in the back seat. So if you have 4 kids, put 3 in that second row, 1 in the back, and you can lay down 60-40 in there and add all that extra luggage room.
I mean, if you just want to throw your golf clubs in here on the side, though, when you ain't got the kids,
I
then
probably
you're
put a
going to lay
cooler
down.
in there with the deals. Crown. But that's it.
Well, you know, if we were talking about the Prius, I'd show you how to make that work with the ice chest underneath right there.
Okay, well, just for example,
You throw the kid in
they
there.
did away with the roof rack?
You'd have to buy the cross member bars and put stuff on top.
Down. All right, let's go to the front. Let's just hop in this thing. Let's talk about the inside. Open up that door over there. Get everybody in. All right, so let's talk about some premium features on the inside vehicle. What's your first thought as you sit in it, sir?
Just looking at the dash, just the way it would catch me.
Okay, looking at that dash.
Yeah, just looking at the dash and just the outset and this.
So like you said, I mean, look up here above the dash. You touch the soft touch materials. You've got all this stitching in here. Really gives you kind of a upscale, a premium, nice look inside the vehicle. All All right. One thing too is I forgot to mention. Let's take a look at this little side panel with this. You've quite a bit more material along the side to help with NVH, to help make it quieter. Definitely the quietest Highlander.
Seal the
we've ever
doors. Yeah.
Just sitting there, if I'm a person that like buttons and just more buttons and just look more up.
Well, you got buttons to the left, you got buttons in the middle, you got buttons to the right, right?
Yeah,
You got them a little bit everywhere. So let's talk a little bit about the seats. On the base LE, you're going to get fabric seats, okay? When you jump up a grade to the LE Plus, you're going to get the fabric in the middle with the side bolsters, like you guys are used to in the Corolla, the RAV, exactly. Those side bolsters are going to be Softex, all right? When you jump up to the XLE, you're going to get your first chance to get leather. And then when you go to the Limited, like you guys are in, that's the perforated leather with the little holes inside. So with those little holes inside, that's how you get the heated and the ventilated seats. So you can see that right there. You got little knobs going to left or right, red heated and blue. Those both heated and ventilated are going to be on your bottom and on your back. Okay, so you got both on the bottom and the back. All right. Let's talk about the second row. When you go to the second row with the heated and ventilated seats, there is no ventilated seats on the second row, but there is heated. In order to get the heated seats on there, you're going to have to get a platinum package. So you got to get a Limited with platinum. So this vehicle right here is not a platinum, so there should not be heated seats. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so there's no heated seats.
So the only way we can keep the platinum package.
In the second row. In the second row. Heated seats and ventilated are going to be on the Limited in the front, and then on the platinum, just heated on the second row. Let's talk about some family friendly. Where's my guys, 4 kids? You got these sunshades on the side, which normally come in on a Sienna, but now you got them. You just put them forward a little bit, and they'll just loop right in there.
There it is.
I actually think it's a little bit better design than the Sienna.
Little seat slide up, excuse me. Little seat slide up.
Yeah.
They do. Slide it up a little bit.
Yay!
All right.
Slide the seat up for me.
Yeah.
And if I own a Highlander.
Thank you, Arlen.
New Highlander. Like you can sit in the back seat, just how they had a mark chain from the captain.
So great, I appreciate it. Yeah. So all Highlanders.
Because it'll slide forward with it going front to give you a lot more entrance room for the back.
To the XLE.
Yeah.
Once you go to the Limited, that's the only grade where it changes. Now you've got a standard 7-seater. Those are the captain's chairs. So again, the LE, LE Plus, and the XLE are all going to come standard as 8-seaters. That's that bench that goes all the way across. But once you go into the Limited, that becomes a standard 7-seater. So there's no way to get a Limited 8-seater. All right. However, on the XLE, that second to the top of the line, you can get captain's chairs as an option. I believe it's CC on there. All right. So this is an 8-seater on the lower grades. Once you get to Limited, 7-seater. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the dash before we get out of here. You see the steering wheel controls. You've got everything on there. Behind the steering wheel, you've got a mid-screen. That's called a multi-informational display screen. That little button you were just pressing, that's kind of your home button. So whenever you're moving through it, if you're looking at MPG, if you're looking at how much range is left to drive on that gas tank, if you're looking at the music, if you're looking at your dynamic radar cruise control, if you're looking at any of that stuff and you press that button, it'll take you back to a home screen. Now you can set your home screen to what you want on there, so you can move that around. Is that working at all on there?
I don't know, but it's cold.
But for your home screen?
Yeah. All right. So in there, in that mid screen, pretty much you're going to have all of the normal stuff.
Got your radio control up here.
Got your radio? Yes, sir.
Does this come with the E-bin like the Avalon? For the...
It does not. That Qi E-bin it does not come with. Right now, only the Avalon has that, but we are looking. I think the Tacoma and the 4Runner are going to be next later on this year to early next year.
Okay.
We'll be the next
Super
ones.
coming back.
There is a new article on eShowroom as of yesterday. They showed a new sports vehicle
I've seen
at the
videos
Detroit
all over Facebook.
at the
From
Detroit Auto Show.
Toyota.
What's it supposed to be called?
I think it's the F1 right
Yeah,
now,
something like that.
But,
This is a concept.
but something will be coming. If you want to call it the super replacement, you can, but something will be coming. All right.
Something that
Is looks like it's a sports
that's
car.
up to par.
It's up to par. Yes. Let's talk about the power seat. So you got an 8-way power seat, right? You got frontwards, you got backwards, you got up, you got down. You got to move your back back and move your back forward, right? You also have lumbar. Those are your 8 settings. But I want you to hit that first one now. That's not a part of your 8. Push it the other way.
It's the extender.
Exactly. That's the seat extender right there. So it actually, for taller people, it gives them a little more support underneath their legs, their thighs right there.
Even on a long trip, that's more comfortable. It lets you get more relaxed.
Exactly, let you relax a little bit more. It gives you a little bit more comfort under there.
Used to own
passenger
it, yeah.
Six-way or eight-way as well?
The passenger is going to be a 6-way, I believe, over there.
Yeah, don't go up.
Yeah. She's got a 6-way
1, 2, 3, 4.
and no lumbar. That's right. So it's a 6-way. And then on the LE, it's all going to be manual.
So the passenger
Or
doesn't
they used to
have
have the touring package on it.
extended.
No, they do not have the leg extender. All right, let's talk about some buttons over here you're going to get. This one does not have the driver's technology package, so we're missing a few buttons, but you still have your parking sonar down here, your blind spot monitoring that you can turn on and off. That's obviously the rear hatch. And then you know what this is?
De-icer.
That's what you did.
That's right, for your windshield wipers.
Defrost.
What is,
Is
Alright.
it to
is it a
engage?
de-icer or defroster?
It's a it's
it
a
defrosted?
heater basically for your windshield wipers and down here. It's going to heat that area up.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about the center console. Y'all will spend quite a bit more time talking about that, but just real quick, you just got to push it down just a little bit, and then push that one forward. Push it down, right there, and then push forward.
Little roll top.
It's a little roll top. It's got over 24 liters of space in there. I've been told that is a 12-pack of beer with ice. Yeah, he sold.
He said compressor.
All right, but it definitely, I recommend having the ladies put their purse in there. It definitely hits all that.
Ladies like that because it's different. you
Yeah,
know?
it is different.
So instead of just opening.
The other major thing you guys are going to hit on when you go into the functionality class is the dash, and she's going to hit on that dash. But one thing in there, when you shut all the doors in at night, you're going to have ambient lighting on that dash, kind of a blue lighting. You're also going to have them underneath here on all 4 doors.
Similar, yeah.
That's gonna be on the,
You can't change the color. What you can do is turn it up and down, though. You've got your odometer button on the dash up here. To the left, you've got the same thing now. The left one is how you actually change that from a high setting to a low setting and vice versa. It's just by tapping that. It'll go through.
the ambience only on the limited model?
The ambience, I believe, going to be, yes, only limited, yes.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about the Intune. How comfortable you guys with Intune? Okay, so anytime you guys get into a car going forward, all head units are going to be called Intune. All of them are going to be touchscreens. Right now, when you get into a Corolla L, that base Corolla, you got a 1-inch by 3-inch screen.
Tech
right?
audio.
Tech audio. When you get into an FJ, you got that same thing. All that's going away over the next 12 to 16 months. All of them are going to have these touch screens. Here you got an 8-inch screen on the top 2. On the bottom 2, on that LE Plus, it's a 6-inch screen. Okay, so a couple.
Doesn't come with that.
Limited does come with that.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah,
have
so
that?
let's talk about what they come with.
Oh, okay.
So when I get that LE, I've got 4 types of Intunes, okay guys? I got Intune 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I get the base LE, I get Intune 1. That comes AM, FM, CD, wireless Bluetooth, some voice recognition, my USB 2.0 auxiliary jack. That's standard across the board, Bluetooth standard, okay? When I go to Intune 2, which is my LE Plus, the next grade up, I get everything we just talked about, plus XM radio and HD radio. Now, we all know HD stands for high definition, but what do you tell a customer that means?
AM sounds like FM, FM sounds like a CD.
Keep it simple, exactly. Higher quality, AM sounds like FM, FM sound like CD. You also get in HD, you get additional radio stations. It's called multicasting. So 102.1 might have up to 3 stations that they broadcast in HD. They can play the same genre, they can play different. One can play jazz, one can play pop, whatever they want to do. But that's what HD does, is it allows them to play more music. Great for the customer because they get more radio stations. Great for them, they sell more advertisements. Everybody's happy. All right. So when I go to Intune 3, which is my XLE now, that gets Intune 3. Intune 3 is the first time I get apps and navigation. And we all know the apps. I got 8 apps: iHeartRadio, Pandora, Bing. All those. The first time I get those is in the XLE. Okay. I also I get Speakeasy too. Good point. Yes. I get Speakeasy. We're going to spend a little time on that next. So in Intune 3, I get all that on my XLE. We also get radio cache. Anybody know what radio cache is?
Kind of records the radio for a short little period of
Exactly.
time.
Just think DVR from my radio. It's now anytime I'm listening to an AM or FM station, it's recording, and I can go back and rewind
You
it.
can back it up.
Really, like 20 minutes?
You got 20 minutes of recordings. It doesn't go back in time, but if you're listening to it, it's recording. So if you turn the car off, turn the radio station, kills it. There's no saving function. It starts recording the new stuff you're listening to. Okay? And then when I go to Intune 4, which is on my limited. I get everything we talked about plus JBL speakers. Go to 12 speakers.
Just for, sorry to cut you off, but is that just for the radio, or can you do that with anything?
Only AM and FM stations. Does not work on XM. Doesn't nothing else.
I was asked a question about that at one time, and I didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
And when you back up to listen to something,
Yeah.
and then you pick up where the current time is,
Yeah.
can you back up again to listen to what you missed?
Yeah.
Even though
Would
you
it record twice?
basically, I think that's what they were trying to ask
So
me.
it's just grabbing the last 20 minutes. So whether you're fast forward or going back, the last 20 minutes are there if you've been listening 20 minutes. So if you've been listening 10 minutes, you've got the last 10 minutes, whether you fast forward or rewind, those 10 minutes are staying and growing.
But the
So
one
if
that
you
missed-
backed up and listened for the last 5 minutes of what you missed because you were talking on the phone or whatever,
Yep.
and then you resumed up,
Went back
it's
live
going to
again.
continue to pick up until...
To that 20 minutes gone.
Yeah. So let's say I've been
So
listening.
they don't really miss anything.
No, they don't miss anything. They only miss something when they turn the car off, change the radio station, then it's deleted. It's all gone. In Intune 4, we talked about JBL speakers wherever they are. You got a Green Edge speaker. Green Edge is kind of cool that it gives you 30% more output, louder, stronger. Also takes less energy to produce that, lighter weight, better for the environment, all that good stuff.
Green Edge. Yeah.
Green Edge. What's up?
I said about time. Toyota's radio is low.
They're not the best, but they're pretty good. I'm not
the
considering
quality
saying.
of the sound,
Yeah, they're-
but as far as how loud they get and everything, and if you put any kind of real bass to them of any sort, like
Correct.
I'm not a big bass person,
Yeah.
but they distort, pretty strongly. Well, used to. I noticed in
But they're
this
doing a
it is
better job.
And the newer
Yep.
Tundras is better, but it's still.
JBL's a good system for sure.
When you sell it, it's the best thing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so you guys will learn a little bit more about the driver easy speak, but real quick, I'm going to hit on that. This is awesome because I got kids. I was driving my 5-year-old son, was in the third row the other day. I'm driving around. I don't have to turn around to talk to him. I turn driver easy speak. It's like a little app on the Intune screen. I press it and it turns it on. I start talking to him. I can start talking like this and he can hear me just fine in the third row. Now here's the problem. I'm driving with my wife and we're having a conversation. The little shit can hear everything I'm saying in the back. So you got to be careful. You got to turn it off. You got to be real careful with that, okay?
Yeah, babe, I'm gonna tell you when I get on the plan. Oh my God, Danny! Tell me about me.
Yeah. We didn't get that far, but you could. You could. So be careful on driver easy speak, okay? But how you turn that on, you see it on the screen up there?
Yes, sir.
You just press it and it'll have a little, like, lit up yellow.
How does that work? Does
Doors
it
have to be
transfer
shut.
through the voice?
Yeah, exactly. Transfers to the speakers.
Let's make it happen.
All right. You want to make it happen? Let's make it happen. They can hear me.
Can you hear me?
I mean, you can hear it when you're in the second
not gonna-
row. It's not
It
as.
stops working.
He's hopping in the back. Okay. All right.
So you can also mess with the volume on that.
Let him shut that back hatch.
So let's go to setup real quick. Driver easy speak. You got volume settings right there. Press 5, that's fine. And then just press home. And then press it. May I turn it on? Now try it.
Can you hear me, William?
Now turn the radio on.
Can you hear me, William?
Yes.
No, turn
Turn actual radio on.
Turn audio. Give me a FM. Turn up. All right, now talk.
Can you hear me, William?
Yeah, I can still hear you. That's pretty cool.
I don't hear it.
I mean, but
You're not in the third row.
William, what's going on? So you just hit in the third row?
You can still hear. Yeah, it's the speakers.
William, you hear me, William?
It just overpowers the sound.
Back there, huh?
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's working with the radio on still.
Yeah.
All right, turn it all the way up. Because I want to actually hear it.
William, can you hear me?
No, I mean, turn the
Turn the.
volume of the voice.
It's under setup. You gotta go to app setup.
They try speak easy.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now just before you turn it up,
William.
listen to the speakers. You can already hear it.
William.
Yeah.
All right, if you got to listen closer, like as if he was to turn it off,
Sounds like
his
you're
voice
in a
would
car.
sound normal.
Yeah, it sounds
Now
like
it
an
kind of
echo,
sounds
because
like a echo, like a returning.
All right, guys, we gotta go. Appreciate y'all's time.
All right.
We're gonna go back this way right out here.
You on your own.
camera. I got a job.
Oh, go ahead.
See, I lock people in the trunk, so y'all better not mess with me. I'll put you in the trunk.